Just put me in, coach. Put me in. I swear I could do it. I got this. You trust me. I won't fuck it up. We're leading 112 to 30. How could I possibly mess this up in just 2 minutes remaining?
I don't know. Ask us about what happened the last game, huh?
Okay,
we were up 50 points and we ended up losing with 30 seconds.
Well, that was because I was trying to show somebody my skills, all right? The skills that could pay the bills, and kind of got nervous and kind of kept passing the ball to the enemy.
That's the problem with you, Alan. You're a showboat.
But there's no girl
rogue.
here.
You're a loose variable, renegade.
I'm not trying to press anybody except
cop
myself.
On the edge.
But I have to catch the bad guys, Chief. You know how the mayor is up our asses and blah, blah, blah.
Anyways, hello, everybody. Welcome back to Cafetalk.
Hello.
Yeah, we're here.
We're on another episode.
We're doing this.
I got some lint on my fucking shirt.
Are you gonna?
I was gonna say pants.
Are you gonna eat it?
I was thinking of saving it for later. Maybe.
You wanna split it?
Oh yeah, I'm down. We got plenty enough for both of us here.
All right. Yeah. So we're both a little under the weather.
Yeah. It's that change of weather.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. Right now it's going from like hot to really cold.
Yeah.
Because of fucking California weather.
Yep.
So yeah. You might hear us a little cough and sniffle here and there.
Yeah, pretty much.
Maybe we sound weird already. You already could tell because you're a master of perception. Look at you. Aren't you impressive? Aren't you impressed by yourself?
Anyways, Victor, we're going to hit the ground running. We're going to start this.
Can you see
the
I'm
first
talking?
Question.
Can you see I'm talking to the beautiful people out there?
One that everyone wants to know.
Tell me.
Are you a sitter or a stander when it comes to wiping?
Oh, I thought you were gonna say when it comes to the national anthem, but okay.
Oh.
Okay.
But didn't you hear J.J. Abrams fixed the national anthem?
Oh, he revamped it?
Yeah, you can do whatever you want.
That man could save anything.
Right?
Ooh, America salutes you, sir. I am when it comes to shitting, I guess, wiping my booty.
Mm-hmm.
I sit.
You're a sitter?
I'm a sitter.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Or what are you?
I'm a stander.
Oh.
I stand proud.
Well, I like to be clean before I take that first step anywhere.
See, I feel like that's what everyone thinks. That just because you stand to wipe, that like your butt cheeks squished, like whatever's in between, and it's just dirty. But that's not the case.
I don't know, man.
Like, what are you squishing your butt cheeks with like the force of Thor?
Yeah.
That
it like the shit particles just spew
clenching
everywhere.
so hard that it like cakes everything. I'm sorry if this is too graphic for some listeners.
I mean, see,
as a stander who like I always feel attacked when people are like, "Oh, you're a stander." I guess there's more. I guess there's more sitters in the world than standers.
Who attacks you like that? Oh my god!
We talked about this at the shop.
We did?
Yeah, with like the normal group of people.
Yeah,
our usual suspects.
They were
majority of them were sitters.
Oh shit! Okay, I don't remember that conversation, but yeah, I could see them reacting that way. I have 2 reasons as to why I'm against sitting. One of them is
wait, that you're against sitting or against standing?
Sorry, against standing. One of them is a personal reason,
and
another one is it's more of like a phobia, I guess. Like it's not really real, but it's just what I think. The personal reason is because I'm a big guy. I have this what's the word? It's when irrational fear.
Oh.
I have this irrational fear that my booty is bigger than usual. My cheeks get in the way of whatever's coming out. Sure. So as it's coming out, my cheeks would, smear.
Oh, I get it. It like catches some debris.
Yeah, exactly. It would have that streak across the walls as it's coming out. That's what I'm saying. So that's why when I sit, I feel like I'm able to clean everything before I'm able to stand up. And then maybe if I stand up, I probably miss like a crevice or an area that I'm not thinking of properly because, of the whole on the way out, it caught something. And then the the irrational fear is just, what if I have like a rosebud there that I don't feel anymore, and I stand up and my pucker just shucks it back in, and then I wipe away, but then as soon as I sit down somewhere else with like my pants up already, and then like I sit down, it just plops a little bit out, and it's like I sharted myself. That's the irrational fear I have. Like, I know it's not,
right, I guess,
but that's why I don't stand. I just like, I like to be clean before I stand,
I guess.
Now, another question, which I kind of never really thought would be a real question. Do you wash or use wet wipes after the dry toilet paper?
So before I wouldn't. But now, since I have like I don't have like a full-on bidet in my house. Like, it's a little side bowl, but I have like the bidet hose.
Oh, like to connect it to the tank in the back?
Yeah.
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 Okay.
So now I wash.
Mm-hmm.
I wash first, and then I have like a towel stored away, and then I'll wipe. I'll wipe around the area, and then I'll use the paper to wipe the butt area. And then if I see that there's like a lot, then I'll wash again, and then I'll use the towel.
So do you wash before using dry toilet paper?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, see, that's a different perspective. Because I was just meaning like, because I
started washing, I kind of see how like wiping sitting would work. Because my whole thing with like standing is like, I kind of, contrary to your thing that you're like a big guy. Yeah. My thing is like, I'm also a bigger guy. And it's like, how do you even like wipe? Do you go from like in between the legs, from behind? Because like when you wipe and you stand, you can hold one butt cheek and then you go in.
You gotta open the door before the lady goes in. Yeah, no, I get you. You're right.
So that's my whole thing. Like, I guess no one ever explained how to wipe sitting.
Yeah, I mean, see, it's very strange for me, this topic, just because I used to be a stander when I wiped, but then I went to sitting for some reason. Like, there's no serious reason as to why I just changed. Like, one day I was like, maybe I could do this while sitting. I don't have to do it every time I stand, I guess. And then all I remember is that one day I was standing for it, and then the next I was sitting for it, and I didn't care. I was like, as long as it got clean, I'm happy. Yeah. But since I don't have the bidet or even the hose,
no, it's just a weird, like, it's weird saying like, yeah, I have a hose in my like, you gotta hose it down.
Yeah, as long as you get clean, man, that's an important thing. See, because I don't have that, I use wet wipes, and then there's these things called like what is it called, man wipes or dude wipes, I think it's called.
Really? They have dude wipes?
Yeah, I think they're called like dude wipes or some shit like that. It's literally fucking baby wipes that are unscented, or at least, yeah, they're unscented or scented for it to smell like a normal adult.
Really?
Yeah, and they call it dude wipes, and I'm just like, it's weird because it just feels like baby wipes through and through. There's nothing like special or different. It's just
that they don't smell like rosy or whatever.
Yeah, or baby powder or anything like that. They just they're wet paper. And I'm the type of guy that wipes dry, then I go in wet, like moist, and then I finish it off with dry again, just to make sure like it's not wet and there's no debris or leftovers. Yeah. But apparently, like, there's some people out there, that, eat healthy enough, or at least, like, they have that magic butthole that just every time they go to the bathroom, it's just a clean wipe almost every time, like, or at least.
Wait, so you're telling me that there's people out there that don't shit once a week, and it lasts for 30 minutes, and they tie a towel around their head, and by the end of it, it's soaking wet?
No. There's people that go into the bathroom for 5 minutes, or maybe even less, and they do that 3 times a day.
Really?
And they're happy. They don't even have to wipe that much. Probably,
I didn't even know that was
possible. I know, right? It's this magical world I just found out, Joel.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm not that unhealthy.
Yeah, that was a bit, everybody. But yeah, that's apparently if you eat way healthier than what I've been eating. you literally, like, most of the time when you wipe, it's like practically clean almost every time. So you just need like 2 sheets of paper and you're good.
I see.
And I'm
so going back to your original question, I just felt like I had to speak for all the standers out there. Couldn't let you sitters take the limelight, take the brown light.
Okay, Mr. Brown Noser for the standards.
Yeah, your original question. I'm a over kind of toilet paper guy.
Oh yeah. Well, did I ask this question?
Yeah, you did. You're like, You're like, are you under or over, or like, what's your preference in toilet paper?
But while we were recording though.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I could have sworn I asked this before we were recording.
Watch. We'll pause.
Oh, but either way.
Or
yeah, no, it's cool. Right. Either way.
Anyways, the original question is: are you over or under kind of paper person? How do you like the orientation
of your toilet
paper? And I like the toilet paper to come over the roll.
Yeah, me too. I agree on that, because I don't know, it's natural. It's how it's supposed to be. I mean,
yeah, I think it's just more along the lines of like, if, like, say you give it too hard of a tug. You won't pull, like, if it's under, there's like a little bit of gravity and some work that you do, and you pull too much, it'll just go flying. But if it's over and you give it a good tug, like, sure, a little bit will come out, but not as much as if it's under.
That's exactly what I was thinking as well, but I was just gonna state like the most basic thing, like at least with over you could just tug it and it'll tear. With under it, if you tug it, it wouldn't tear. It would just keep bringing the whole, all of its friends with it.
Yeah, and then you gotta hold it and tear it.
Exactly, and I hate that. It's just pointless. The only time I ever see or could imagine like under toilet paper would be acceptable would be like if you have little kids or pets. Those that like to play with the toilet paper, and then that's why you gotta put it under, so that way when they spin it, it just stays on the roll and it doesn't unroll itself.
I guess.
And that's the only time I personally believe would be okay to have under toilet paper, because other than that, like, it's easy. It's easier access, and you can see how much toilet paper it's left, and you don't have to go behind the roll, the little rod that's holding the toilet paper. You have to go behind it to fucking grab the piece. It's already in front of you. It's sticking. It's looking right at you. It's just prepared. It's like, I'm ready. I'm seeing you. Look at me. Look at my eye. Look at it. You see this? We're doing this right now. I'm gonna wipe you, or I'm gonna clean you.
Yeah, and look at us. Who would have guessed?
Not me.
Anyways, so yeah, that's that. So
it's okay. Next segment.
I know, without a clean segue.
Uh-huh.
Well, it is a clean segue.
I mean, we wiped. We should wipe. We cleaned really well. So
there's a new trend on YouTube. About people trying out this auto generated stories.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's this website, I think it's called talktotransformer.com.
Okay. Are we gonna talk to Megatron? Optimus Prime?
Yeah, we are. So you type in a sentence. It could be any sentence, and the algorithm and the program that is associated with this website will write out a short story.
Ooh, okay.
Based on like the keywords that you put in.
Yeah. All right, that sounds fun.
So
I'm down to try this.
So
what is
do you
this?
have a sentence or something you want to start with?
Okay. Let's see. The dog picked up a sword in the night.
All right, I'm putting it in. And complete text. We'll see what it says.
In case anybody was wondering where I got that, I'm looking at Pokemon Sword and Shield, so yeah, that's where I got it from. Also, Dark Souls, yeah, anybody fans out there, that's right. What does it say, John?
All right,
what is this beautiful thing?
Here's what it generated. The dog picked up a sword in the night as a sign that he was going to fight with the people of Lorens Mill, a history of the manor of Lorens Mill by Charles B. L. Given, 1852.
Ooh!
I had lived in this house for 30 years. I saw my mother the first time that I'd ever came here, but she died in the same place 20 years before. The house and its contents were brought by an old gentleman who died a couple years ago. I've never seen it, but three times since when a young man lived here. but it has not been a very happy place for me. It has only one room for a servant, but is in a dilapidated state. I've seen the gentleman who sold the house when I was in the town, but the first time I saw it was after he had sold it. There is a well here at the south end of the lot.
What?
Yeah, it's weird. I guess it's about like a guy who's I don't know.
It sounded like at first it was like just gonna go into a history of a manor or something.
Yeah.
Like we were walking through a museum. And then it went into like some sort of murder mystery.
Yeah,
like,
a little bit.
What's going on? Where's the dog? Where'd the dog go? I want to see the dog with the sword. It did not deliver with what I wanted.
I think it was giving you like something that you would like read on a plaque, because how it's written, it's like the author's name and the year. And then it goes into
quotes.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. All right, let me do it. Let me read one, and you make the sentence.
All right.
What? Generate another. I don't know. What's it gonna be? What's your sentence, Jordan?
My sentence is gonna be, it was now or never. Mario had to decide. Mario would have to decide who would live and who would die.
Oh, Mario would have to decide?
Would have.
Okay.
To decide. Let's see what it it's so dramatic. Let's see what it says.
Who would live
and who would die?
And who would die? Who would die? Cool. Done.
Let's see what it says.
Alright, it's thinking. It's gonna process it. Let's see. It was now or never. Mario would have to decide who would live and who would die. He did not have time to waste. He had to make his decision now. Wait! Bowser yelled, jumping into his feet and running towards Mario. Let me think. Mario looked around, his heart pounding in his chest. What the hell is he thinking? This is not the time to think. Do you want me to kill everyone on the island, or to keep everyone alive? Bowser asked, a hint of desperation in his voice. You see, I don't want to let them get away. That would make me feel guilty about not doing anything to save everyone, but it would also mean that I let you live. It would also mean that I failed the island. I could never be good enough to make up for that. Mario.
Whoa. So Bowser's like not really a bad guy?
I don't know, man. It was
That's
pretty
crazy.
Good. It was actually like a good Mario story right there. It was like
right?
Bowser jumps in. He's like, tell me, Mario, now or never. That was pretty sick. That was a good.
It's like he's going to kill all the toads on this island.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's
like either you kill the toads or you kill Princess Peach, and he's like, let me think.
Yeah, and he's like, do it now. Tell me, what do you want?
All right, you want to do one more?
Yeah, I'm down. Let's do one more.
Go for it.
See what's up. Oh, okay. I gotta think about this. Okay, Grandma went to Metro City.
What?
In hopes to find the one that got away.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Oh, I got a good one for the...
You got a next one?
I got a good one for the next one.
Nice.
It's kind of a preview to the next podcast.
All right.
All right.
What did it say?
So,
what did it come up with?
Grandma went to Metro City in hopes to find the one that got away. She said the man's wife had passed away. Police said that this is not the first time that this has happened. Ooh. I've been doing this for a long time. We've had one family a few weeks ago who lost their daughter, said Lieutenant Steve Lewis at the Atlanta police station. Police are trying to locate the man and woman and hope that they have some sort of clue on who is responsible. Copyright 2018 Cox Media Group.
Yo, Grandma's a fucking detective.
Yeah,
that's cool. Okay, it's been my tale of
I got such a good
detectives. One. Okay.
Okay. I'm ready. So in quotations.
In quotations. Okay.
Wait, I got it! Exclamation mark.
I got it. That's it.
Close quotation. Said Ryan.
Said Ryan.
Yeah. Period. and then more quotations.
But that's only one sentence, Jolin.
No, just trust me.
Keep going?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, go for it.
Let's have Thanksgiving in Hawaii.
What? Ryan said this.
Yeah, in Hawaii.
He said it in Hawaii.
Let's see what it says.
Okay. Said Ryan. Ryan is having Thanksgiving? Okay. Wait, I got it, said Ryan. Let's have Thanksgiving in Hawaii. He said as he got to work on his gift, a Hawaiian shirt. The next night, Ryan and his dad came up with another idea. Oh. They wanted Ryan to be able to make and give a new hat that he made for them. They wanted it to be the very first hat made with his new sewing machine.
What?
Yeah, the vocabulary is very weird right now, the sentence structure. Ryan made a hat and gave it to his dad. The next day, Ryan went to work making his first hat. It was perfect. He knew he made it. His dad loved it too.
Oh.
This was a wonderful surprise for Ryan and his dad, but even better was the feedback from their friends and family. They were surprised and happy at the same time. Ryan made a great first impression with his hat. He made their day and made... That's it. And made... It ends in mid-sentence.
I know it does.
It's very strange.
Damn it. So, what we're alluding to is that we have a Thanksgiving podcast where we wrote a Hallmark movie where the family goes to Hawaii.
Oh, that was for it?
Yeah. I was trying to see if we would like continue. That. No, it's coming out on Thanksgiving.
Oh, nice. Okay,
little,
cool.
Tidbit, prelude.
Yeah.
To those dedicated listeners.
A little taste of what's to come. Yeah, we make our own Hallmark movie or at least what is it? An idea.
Hallmark themed.
Hallmark
or like
themed.
Along the lines of a Hallmark movie.
I mean, it's the holidays. Hallmark is everybody knows what a Hallmark movie is. It's the most basic and cheesiest movie you can think of.
Exactly.
And that's what we made.
Yeah, that was a pretty good bit.
I like that. I like that sentence generator. Fucking grandma being a detective.
I know.
The one that got away is like, not again. Lock and load.
All right, so let's for this final one.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if we can auto-generate a fanfic. So you pick a character, I pick a character.
Okay.
From anything, any game, anime, not social media, cartoon.
And
we'll see how it goes from there.
Damn it! I had one in my mind right now and I lost it already. What was I watching?
I gotta think of one too.
Bird.
All right. No, never mind. That's not a good one. Did you think of one?
I thought of one, but I don't know her name.
Well, what's it from?
Wreck-It Ralph.
Oh, is it what's her name?
Vanellope von Schweetz?
Yeah.
No, it's not her. It's the female officer, the super tough blonde chick with the pixie cut.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot her name because she would have been badass. Like, whoa, officer, what's her face?
Yeah.
Killer, ruthless soldier, sergeant. Fuck. All right, I got one.
All right, who's your character?
Who was your character?
My character is Pac-Man.
Pac-Man?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going with Matilda.
Matilda?
Yeah, from Matilda, the psychic girl.
Oh my god, I don't know if it's gonna pick it up, but
I know it probably not.
Why do it have to be a kid?
Because it's pop culture. I know that's
a fan
thing. Exactly. That's why I wanted to be nasty and just and it would have been made it worse because you picked the guy or the other character that was gonna go with it.
All right.
So if it comes out nasty, that's you, not me.
See.
Oh, okay. No, hold on. I got one. I got another one instead of Matilda.
All right.
It's for all the furries out there.
Oh my god.
That's right. I'm not one, but I accept your way of life. Judy Hopps, GCPD, Gotham City Central, Gotham City, GCPD.
All right,
Judy
got
Hopps.
it.
Judy Hopps is the one sending the Joker to Arkham. All right, what you got?
All right, so the sentence that I'm putting in is, "No, Pac-Man, not here," said Judy Hopps. "We'll go back to my place."
Oh, okay. All right, let's see what's up. What does it
reads
mean?
out.
Judy and Pac-Man. What's your waka waka over here? Ooh. And I think Pac-Man brought the cherries that she might have liked, but they're probably 2D and pixelated.
What the hell?
What?
All right, I'll read one line and then I'll pass it on to you.
Okay.
So the sentence, the phrase is, "No, Pac-Man, not here," said Judy Hopps. "We'll go back to my place." I said, "No," said Judy. "You want to talk about something else?"
Talk about something else? Just give me a sec, said the fox, sitting in the chair that I am sitting on right now. I'm waiting for the guys in suits to show up. Just give me a sec, said Judy again. I can't let them in here. You can't do this to me. I just lost my sister, I yelled.
Oh my god.
And you want to know me like that? Just give me a sec, said Judy again. Well, I'm waiting for them to show up. What?
What's going on?
What?
What happened to Pac-Man?
It's a fox, and it's like it's being written in a journal. Like we're
Right?
the ones writing it, but at the same time, it was like we're the fox writing this.
I don't know. What the hell happened to Pac-Man?
I don't know, man.
Is Pac-Man one of the guys
strange.
in suits that the fox is waiting for?
Pac-Man fever.
Yeah.
That was
Got
okay.
Pac-Man.
Let's give it one more shot with
All right,
someone
all right.
more pop culture. The one that the internet will definitely automatically distinguish.
Okay, who?
Okay. Let's go with pop culture. Will Smith.
Will Smith.
No, I'm just playing. Sonic. No,
Alright.
no. It's already been played out.
Yeah.
Pop culture, Jordan. What's a good pop culture character that everyone's talking
Star
about right
Wars.
now? Oh yeah, the new one. The movie came out already, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Star Wars.
Oh no, it's the series on Disney Plus.
The Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, I thought that was for the first time when I first saw the title.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that said the mandolin, and then I was like, "That's wrong." And then I looked at it again, and I thought it said the Mandarin, and I was like, "Isn't that a little racist for Disney?"
Yeah.
And then I saw that it was like Boba Fett's hat, and I was like, "Oh, it's the Mandalorian."
Well, I mean, Iron Man has a villain called the Mandarin.
yeah, but it's kung fu. Iron
I
Fist.
guess.
Iron Fist, isn't it?
No, it's Iron Man.
Iron Man 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's kung fu, isn't it?
I guess. All right. So who's your character?
I was too busy.
I know.
Too busy with the Mandalorian. Oh, Star Wars, right? Choose Luke Skywalker
Luke Skywalker
or Han Solo. You choose one or the other. Luke or Han.
I guess Han.
Okay, Han Solo, and for the female, it's gotta be
does
someone
it have
else.
to be a female?
It doesn't have to be.
I got one.
But I feel like even the computer itself would automatically just choose it. If it's not females, it would choose something else for it to go down. Or unless you specifically, state that, maybe they're in a log cabin, the wood burning hot and bright, as their two embrace their sweat,
all right. So the phrase.
mingling into one.
All right. Tell me if you agree with this one.
Okay.
So the phrase is Han Solo gently kissed Obi-Wan's neck.
Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
Ew. Okay, that's fine. Go for it.
See what it says.
I thought you were gonna choose like another pop
Chewie?
culture character. No,
Chewbacca.
Chewbacca. And Chewie just whispered in his ear.
All right. It's taking a while.
Okay. Oh, it's trying to think of what to come up with. It's
All right.
see, we gave it a task too hard. It's like, what should I do? Should I give them what they asked for, or should I take it a different way?
Oh
Did
my
one of
God,
them lose
it's
wife?
thinking.
Did one of them lose a wife? Did one of them lose a kid? Did one of them lose a limb?
Maybe
Is
you
it a
just have
detective
crappy
story?
signal.
Maybe.
Yeah.
What's the website?
It's talktotransformer.com.
Talk. Is it all together? No spaces?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Ooh. Oh, my God. There I go. There my spirit goes.
Obi-Wan to Sonic.
Sonic. He could have anybody he wants, Jolin.
Exactly.
We've established this in the Luigi Mansion playthrough. He could have anyone, including your mom.
Oh, my God.
That's right. You better watch out. Sonic is coming after everybody's mom.
Right?
Ooh.
Okay.
Did it come out with something?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Okay, go for it.
All right. So, for everyone out there, the phrase is Han Solo gently kissed Sonic's neck. Sonic, don't leave me. Don't be silly, Solo. It's just me and my son. Don't you remember how much you missed me? Solo tried to move away, but Sonic couldn't. He couldn't get away from his feelings, his heart beating furiously in his chest. I couldn't move away from it. I remember everything. Solo, don't go away. I can't. My son. I know, but don't go away. Solo's fingers began moving along Sonic's torso, then slowly up his arm. Sonic, I love you, Solo. Don't ever go away again. No, the two embraced.
Okay, whose son are they talking about? Is it Sonic's son? Han's son?
Don't be silly, Solo. Oh, so Sonic has a son.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
And he's the one trying to leave, but Solo's like, no.
Yeah.
You can't leave me.
Exactly.
Oh, God.
That was pretty good.
That was really good, actually.
That was pretty
for
good,
just
man.
randomly generated.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
All right.
That was something else.
That was.
Fucking Sonic is crazy over here, man.
Well, it's Solo the one that wants Sonic.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, I
Sonic
think if I put it the other way,
get his son.
Yeah, if I put it the other way around, then Sonic would have been the crazy one.
But I mean, Sonic clearly got everybody he wants right there. Look at that. Exactly. He loves them. He's like, no, never. Jesus, that's insane.
Yep.
Well, that was a fun segment.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
What else did we have planned? I don't remember.
We talked about it before we started.
I know.
And I'm blanking out right now.
I too.
We had the toilet paper.
Toilet paper.
And we got the booty hole.
The booty hole.
Well, we
gotta get the pee-pee.
We gotta get the pee-pee, man. It's all about the pee-pee. And we got the fan fiction.
Oh, right. We had a write-in letter from a viewer / listener.
The fuck are you talking about?
And they asked, "Dear Victor,
oh, what?
My name is Kelly. I'm in a serious relationship.
Oh, okay.
When is it good? I mean,
I'm guessing
like it's kind of serious, but not really. We've been going out for 2 months, but I think I like him. When is it a good time to say I love you?"
Oh, okay.
And P.S. Should I say it first? Should he say it first? Does it really matter?
Oh. Does the letter state how old Kelly is?
Kelly is 21.
Oh, she's 21. Okay,
yeah.
She's still really young. Okay, Kelly, this goes out to you. You know, relationships are a very hard thing to go through. Even no matter how many people out there say it's really easy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, life itself is hard for an individual, and then you're trying to bring someone else and try to manage their life, or trying to fuse two lives into one. How is that not hard?
Yeah.
In any sense of the word.
Preach it, Victor.
Yes.
Amen.
So, Kelly, all I can say to you is just when you know, you know. You know?
Wow, that's some crappy ass freaking advice. What did you do? Just grab a fortune cookie, open it up. When you know, you know. All right, cool.
Okay, I will go with that.
I feel like I need to take a shit.
Fine.
When you know, you know.
Fine. All right. You know what? You want some harder advice? All right. Clearly, Kelly, you have a problem with perception. All right. You're too focused on the past, and you're too worried about the future. Live in the present. All right. The past is it's history. The future is a mystery. You gotta live in the present, because today is a gift. That's why it's called the present. There you go. How about that, Jolin? That satisfy your needs.
Yeah.
Oh, but honestly, no.
That's actual Kelly. Kelly's not. Bye, Kelly.
Bye, Kelly. Thank you for tuning in.
But yeah, that's what we were gonna talk about.
Yeah, that was a segment. That was
our segue.
There you go. Thank you.
If you actually do want to write in,
feel free.
Comment down below, or you can hit them up in the emails, in the DMs.
Yeah, we're on Instagram DMs.
Yeah, you can ask us questions, advice.
We don't have a PO box, so you can't really send a physical letter yet.
Exactly.
But we might if we get big. If you guys enjoy us enough.
Yeah. So Victor, when do you think is a good time to spring the big L?
The lesbians? I mean, I feel like if you known from birth, you kind of know you're just into dust, women.
All right.
That's all I'm saying. And, there's never really a good time, Now, when to spring it onto your family because you feel like maybe your family won't accept you, that's a different topic,
I'm gonna go back to looking at fanfic, writing my own fanfic.
It's like I'm just gonna continue this story over here.
But yeah, in your own experiences.
That's hard.
Like around, like if you had to take an average with your own experiences, when did you guys start saying you loved each other? And I realize I'm not really speaking into the mic.
Yeah, you haven't been for like the longest time.
Yeah, sorry about that.
To your side. So I feel like you might be coming out really low.
I'll fix it in post. Post Malone.
That's very weird though. It looked like it was capturing you though.
It does. It's just it's not as prominent. I sound like I'm a little distant.
Oh, because you were. It's like if I'm talking right here like this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I'm not talking directly into it. But anyways, yeah. So. If you like look back into your thoughts of thoughts.
Okay. Well, clearly I'm gonna need another drink for this.
Crack open one for the boys.
Got to crack one for the boys. It's for everyone out there who's never felt love. That's for you, baby. Because I love you.
Monster Energy. You want to sponsor us?
Hey, I've been saying this for many videos already. All right. Monster Energy. #Monster. Sponsor me. Sponsor us. Jumblhoj. Merch. We'll sell out for you because I love you.
Hey, Daddy does.
See, I'm ready to love.
The good didn't take long.
See, it's difficult when it comes to that type of question because there's always gonna be those relationships where you form a connection, a bond, way faster than anybody else. Mm-hmm. Like you feel this emotion, like incredible surge of emotion every time you're with them, like you like everything and like the other person does, you enjoy being around them, conversation flows like there's no tomorrow. It's like you're walking into a black hole or out into space with them when it comes to just a normal conversation, and a simple hey, how you been turns into this deep conversation where everyone is afraid to even just butt in because you guys are both just so in the zone with each other.
Go on, Victor, preach it.
And it's like, it's when you meet someone like that, it's hard to determine when to say it, when it's the right time to say that, because since you're both vibing off each other so well, it feels like you both will share the exact same feelings. Maybe you both like each other a lot, but it also comes out to like, how you were raised, the type of friends you made,
okay,
your morals, your experience itself. Some people might vibe off one another really well, but then in the end, they're afraid to get hurt. Their past experiences is like they're terrified to open themselves up again, because as soon as they did make themselves vulnerable, the previous person only abused them, used them, and lied to them, telling them that they did care about them and wanted to spend time with them, or at least like continue sharing time together. And in the end, it was just using them for their personal gain. Like they didn't really care about them. So even though you're ready, even though you care about this person a lot, and even though you guys are spending so much time together in ways that you've never really spent time with another person in the same way, you feel like it's the right time to do it, it's the right thing to do.
Yeah.
But that's the terrifying part. It might not be, you know? And springing that word too soon. Oh, God.
Just lost all track.
That's the comic relief right there.
Yeah.
Springing that word too soon it's terrifying because if they don't reciprocate those feelings, that doesn't mean they never will. But at the same time, it shows that you're willing to make yourself vulnerable for them. Mm-hmm. And if they're afraid to open themselves up to you, then they may never will. You know what I mean? They may never, like, that means they will feel bad because since they're afraid to open up to you, but you already opened up to them, that means that now they're hurting you. And they hate being in that position because they know how much it hurts being on the opposite side. So releasing that word too soon makes them feel like a horrible person for not feeling the same way you are, or at least for hurting you, you know? But at the same time, if you never spring it up, it's like there's always that doubt. Like, do you really even care about me? Like, what about all this time we spent? What about all this, you know, I don't know, all these moments we've shared, all this loving stuff. But that's just from my experience, because I've also seen and heard completely different experiences from other people, where there's people that, like, honestly, I don't believe in that crap. I don't believe in love. I don't believe in those type of things. Like, I just know about emotion. They're very, like, logical. They're like, if I like spending time with this person, I am going to do that. And I'm not going to bring up love. I'm not going to bring up any of that nonsense because I don't need it. You know what I mean? If I end up marrying this person, it's not because of love. It's because it's beneficial to the both of us, and we have grown accustomed to taking care of each other in the best way possible. So it's the most beneficial, you know, overall. Right. That logical sense. It's not really romantic. It's not really, but you know, it's a different perspective. It's always different for everybody out there. So from my personal experience, it's all about timing. Don't say it too early, because the feeling of being in a relationship is what gets you overexcited, gets you too excited, gets you too eager to say it and release it sooner than it should be released.
Yeah.
And that excitement will eventually lead to your downfall if you're not careful. That doesn't mean they won't reciprocate those emotions, but at the same time, if both of you are feeling the same excitement or eagerness to do so, once that eagerness fades away, you're both thinking, maybe I made a mistake. Maybe I didn't really fell in love with this guy. I was just happy to have someone else in my life once more, to feel this connection with another person that I haven't felt in a long time.
All right.
And that's why that's another point as to why it's so hard to when to say it, you know?
Yeah.
Your own emotions, your own mind, your own heart, like, doubts you, like makes it harder for you, like makes it harder to determine if this is real or not. But that's why I go back to, like, the first thing I said as a joke. Only when you know, you'll know. And once you've been with this person long enough, once you see that you've shared countless moments where you've both shared the exact same emotions, and you've stated that, like, you are sharing these emotions and you don't want this to end, that's when maybe you realize maybe it's time. I'm gonna say it. And all I could say after that is just best luck. Yeah? After that, it's always a wild card. You never really know what's gonna happen.
All right.
What was the second question?
Yeah, Victor. Who hurt you?
That was who hurt you? Wait, what was the second question to that question?
Whether it's like, should the guy say it first, the girl?
Right.
Is there, like, some kind of societal norm or some kind of pressure?
So it's very weird too. That I've never really encountered that. From my personal experience of, like, saying I love you to my ex relationships, I have always been the one to say it. Oh. No. Sorry. No, that's a lie. I just remembered.
Lie to us.
No, most of the times, like 85% of the time, it was always me saying it. But whenever I would say it, they would reciprocate that emotion and say it back. You know what I mean? Like, I was wondering when you were gonna say it, that sort of stuff. Except for the most recent one, which was very strange because when I did say it, she kind of was like caught off guard by it.
Really?
Yeah. And then by the time I like heard her say it, it was kind of more of like, now that I think about it, now that I'm not living it, I'm able to determine that like I could see that she hesitated a lot, and I could tell that she probably wasn't ready for it. But at the same time, since I was the only one she had, she was like, I don't want to lose this, so might as well say it.
Oh, I see.
Only until now can I see that. But yeah, previously I really don't care. Personally, going to the future and even in the past, I don't care. The girl could say it to me first, and it like I said, it's all about timing. If it's not the right time, I will not reciprocate those feelings. And at the same time, if I say it too early, she's not gonna reciprocate those feelings, and it's so on and so forth. So I really don't care. I feel like, you know, whether it comes to women or girls or whoever says it first in a relationship, it shouldn't really matter.
All right.
Because once you're in it, once you actually are in love, as long as that word is out there and you both feel the same way, nothing else matters in the world. You're happy as fuck as long as you're just happy that you both feel the same way.
That was beautiful, Victor.
Thank you. That was a beautiful burp too. Well, what about you, Jonah? What's your perspective from someone that has only seen it through third person?
3 months. Just out of all that, just 3 months.
Just 3 months is perfect time. If those 3 months don't go as planned, then it's not it.
Then break up. Yeah, that's it. Start over. No, I don't know. Like, obviously, like, never really being in a relationship, but seeing whatever, like, popular culture and you guys, people around me.
Yeah.
I do agree. You have to gauge, like, where you guys are in the relationship.
Yeah.
In order to like know when the right time is, and with that, like, you can take it with there's a caveat to that too, because it's that whole argument that, well, there's no such thing as the right time. And that goes for like a lot of things, like whenever you want to ask a girl out, when you want to reciprocate feelings, and even outside of relationships, when like you want to ask for a promotion or you want to like take this initiative, there's never a right time. Like, usually the right time is now. Yeah.
No, I get what you mean.
But I mean, I don't know. Just get a feel of it. If you guys are really feeling each other, you know, you feel like this is gonna go somewhere. It's not just I met her at a party and now, like, 5 months later, we're stuck with each other. Like, that's not really a loving, beneficial, mutual relationship.
Or it's like when the guy says "I love you" just because you're gonna break up with him.
Yeah, that's not real love. That's using you as like emotional. What's the word for it?
Crutch.
Yeah, as an emotional crutch. He's holding you emotionally hostage.
Yeah.
That's not a right time either. He doesn't really mean it. He's just like scared to lose you. Whether it's like because you're the only good thing or because he has more benefits than you do in this relationship. Like, maybe he doesn't have a car and you give him a ride everywhere. And like, if he doesn't say "I love you" or he loses you, like, there goes that car.
Yeah. Holy shit. No, it's
just blow your mind, Victor.
No. I was just
got that ass blasted.
I just looked back again to my previous relationship and I realized that she was taken aback because I think she was going to break up with me. Because like the conversation we were having before I said "I love you," and that's the weird thing. I didn't even say "I love you." It was more like I was like, I think it was something like, ever since I gave you my heart, like, you're the only girl I've ever cared about. And she like doubted me for some reason. She was like, "When the fuck did you give me your heart? Like, that's not like, that's never happened." And I was like, I fucking, like, since we first started dating, I gave you my heart. Like, of course. Like, so she's like, what are you saying? Like, you love me? I was like, yeah. So I didn't even say it. It was like, I answered a question with a yes.
Yeah.
And even then, that before, like, without diving into deep, that before like, around that conversation, it sounded like she was gonna break up with me.
Oh, I see.
But in the moment, I didn't notice that. It was just more of like,
well, yeah,
we were having an argument or something, you know.
Well, that's why they say, like, hindsight is 20/20.
Exactly. Because even we weren't even having an argument. We were just like disagreeing with each other. We were just like, you know what, like this too much, or I think she was like going through like a panic attack or something like that. Like she just was stressing herself a lot, and yeah, and in the end, that's why I think that's why she hesitated, because she was going to break up with me, and then I said that, and I think that's what changed her mind. So I don't know. It was a lot of factors that just blew my mind right now. I was like, holy crap!
Yeah.
Oh god. Going back to you, Jolyn. Sorry for taking that.
It's fine.
Good. So then, what's your perspective on who should say it then?
I feel like there's a lot of pressure for the guys. Sorry. I had some like saliva stuck. There's a lot of pressure in society for guys to be the first one to make like all the moves, to like ask the girl out, pick the first date,
oh hell yeah,
choose these, like basically plan the whole courtship until the point that you say you love them and you're gonna get married. Then it switches over. It's like the female or the other partner is now in charge of planning the wedding, getting everyone like together, choosing the venue. I mean, sure, you have some input, but it's mostly like the person who cares about the wedding more. And in society, it's usually the woman. They're the one that cares more. Don't get me wrong. Like, I look forward to my wedding day.
See, but that's the thing. Like, guys, even if we do look forward to it, we don't meticulously plan every tiny small detail much as girls.
I want to be involved in all the planning and everything.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, no matter how much you think you're planning it out, a girl would plan out like 10 times more than you ever will. Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, let's not dive too deep into that. But my point is, there's a lot of pressure for guys to be the first ones to initiate everything. But when it comes to this, like, I honestly don't think there should be a first person to say it, or there shouldn't be a pressure between the genders.
See, just a little touching back a little bit on the whole like marriage stuff. I feel like, the marriage details. Yeah. I feel like our generation is the last generation where girls were raised on the idea that marrying a guy is like the best you're gonna get in life. You know what I mean?
True.
Like your marriage day is gonna be your absolute happiest day of your entire life. Like, I feel like our generation was the last generation to raised on that idea. Yeah. At least some of us. I'm not saying every single one girl out there is raised with that idea, but I'm saying most of us was, and because now the newer generation has like us as parents, or have like different thinking or more open-minded parents, where they don't pressure that like societal idea on their kids, where it's like, you know what, if you want to get married, that's fine. If you don't, that's fine too, as long as you're happy with the person you choose. Like, you don't have to get married, blah blah blah, like, it's okay, you know. Our generation, I feel like, was probably the last one where it's like, getting married is the best thing out there. Finding that one person, and that's why you have to plan your wedding day from very start, from ground to bottom. From ground to top. Sorry.
No, I get you.
All that shit. So that's why I'm saying, like, at least with the girls that I know, they would plan so much more about their wedding day than we could ever imagine.
I see
what I'm saying. But yeah, that's what were we talking about? With the whole, who would say it first?
Yeah.
I had something to go with that too, and I kind of got lost in the whole wedding generation.
Fair enough.
Give me a second.
No.
You cut this out. Who would say it first? Pressures. What you said. That's what I want to talk about. Pressures. The pressures of a guy doing everything. Okay, I remembered. I remember what it was.
We're back.
So it was what you stated. It wasn't the question.
Okay.
It was what you stated about how like guys are pressured into being the one to do everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what I've learned recently, through just like talking to people and you know, personal experience and also the internet and shit like that, just touching it up, I've learned that some girls out there, or most girls out there, have that mentality in them where if a guy doesn't have the balls to come talk to me and make the first move, then why should I bother dating them in the first place? Whereas if you stretch like every single guy out there into like, you know, 1 to 100%, 1% of those guys would be the ones to go to those girls and ask them out. Yeah. Like randomly. It doesn't matter where they're at the office, with their kids, with their parents, with their friends, at fucking in the bathroom, you know, fucking in the movie theater, whatever they are. No matter where they are, if they are attracted to this girl, they will go after them. And they would be like, hey, do you want to go out? Do you want, you know, start laying down the moves and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. And most of those from the 1% will be players. Most of them. You know, there are those few that they're not afraid to approach those girls, and they're not players. They're like, they intentionally mean to just get in a relationship with these girls, not just use them.
Yeah.
Sorry. And from that 1%, that's what the girls are imagining most guys are like. Oh. Those are the 1% that all girls are like, all men are pigs because this 1% does that. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like, you know, if guys did the same thing, you know, that 1% of girls that, you know, whoever guy got, it was like, oh, this girl's slutty, so that means everybody else is slutty, or oh, this girl's such a nerd, so that means all the other girls are nerds. That sort of mentality, and it's very toxic. The problem is that 98% of guys are the type of guys that would wait for the proper time to ask a girl out. Excuse me. And I feel like we fall into that category where it's like we have to find that perfect time. Like, hey, she's surrounded with her friend. Nope, we're not going to ask her out. Mm-hmm. Hey, she's going out. We see her with a guy. Even if he's gay, even if he's flamboyantly gay, and the guy has a boyfriend with him and they're making out, but she's like the third wheel because she's hanging out with her friends, we won't go to her because it's not the right time, quote unquote.
Yeah.
So the right time is incredibly difficult for us to figure out as well, because we never know when it is the right time to ask her out. And that's why when we do get that right time, that perfect chance to go and like try and ask them out and try and convince them that we're good guys, we end up looking like creeps because we never had the practice that the 1% has. You know what I mean? We don't have the practice to talk to these girls in that way. Like, yeah, we have female friends and we've talked to multiple girls in our lives, but when it comes to actually like trying to convince them to go out with us, trying to, compliment them, trying to just flirt with them, we don't have much experience in that because we rarely get those perfect timing moments to ask them out. So we're not experienced in the sense where like right away we're going to be able to flirt with them and compliment them enough to like automatically get their number, you know? So in that instance, we come out as creeps because of it.
Yeah. And see, that's my whole thing too, that I feel like, so just a hypothetical, like say I'm on campus, right, and I see some girl, she's sitting down by herself, probably listening to music, like dazed off, just looking in some direction but not looking at anything. If like, and I look at her and I think she's very pretty, or she's, you know, someone that is gonna hold up an interesting conversation, I get into my own mind and I put myself in her situation. Like if some guy or even some girl were just to walk up to me when I'm doing that, I would think that they're kind of creepy, right? So then it discourages me from going and talking to them, when in reality maybe she's like I'm gonna sit here and see if anyone talks to me,
Exactly.
and then no one does, because if I fall into that same category of guys that you're talking about, then all of us who like see this person and we want to approach them, we get into our own minds and we think, oh, we're being creeps.
Exactly.
And then we just walk away.
Yeah, and even then, like most of us would, in that situation, you know, if she's listening to music, reading a book, like, sure, she might be doing that with the mentality of like, hopefully a guy comes up to me because I'm actually like, you know, interested in meeting someone new. Most of us won't do that because we're like, oh, she's reading a book. Why would I disturb her? I don't want fucking someone disturbing me when I'm reading a book. What if she's listening to a song she really likes? I don't want fucking someone talking to me when all I want to do is just enjoy my peace and quiet with my music. You know what I mean? So that's why that's our mentality for most of us, and which is why we don't get experience in, you know, flirtation and asking them out. And I think that's the problem that most girls have with the mentality where it's like, a guy has to be the one to come up and talk to me. A guy has to be the one to come up and ask me out on a date. If not, I'm not going to go out with them at all. Like, I'm not going to bother with them. You know, I'm not going to be the girl that goes out and asks a guy. You know, the idea that a girl going out and asking a guy is negative is such a toxic way of thinking. Yeah. It's like, especially now that marriage, what is it called? Marriage
is on the decline.
Averages. Yeah, it's on the decline. That's more reason for a girl to just ask a guy that she thinks is cute. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Because most of the time, we would be too preoccupied in making sure you don't think we're creeps to even come up with proper conversation topics. Yep. You know? But the girl, she doesn't think about that. All she thinks about is like making sure that, you know, we really aren't creeps. So if you just come up to us, talk to us, and be like, hey, how you been, or who are you, I'm this, blah blah blah, have a normal conversation with us, you would realize that we're just another normal human being, rather than just putting us on the spot instantly of like, oh shit, I think you're cute, I want to go out with you, that sort of stuff. That only makes us like jumble our minds up and make us sound even creepier than we normally are. Yeah,
because unless you're like extremely attractive, that's never gonna work.
Exactly. And even then, like I said, that 1% that does have experience in talking to every single person, or like no matter of gender, and especially if they like them or not, they have that experience to like be able to calm their nerves or like automatically think of the topic to talk about instantly.
Yeah. This conversation took like a left turn.
Right?
Yep.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I saw in like a study recently, that most guys are just, they don't want to bother girls. First of all, they don't want to come out as creepy. Secondly, they don't want to bother them if they're doing something else, like hanging out with friends, reading a book, doing some work, whatever. So most of the guys would not go out and ask girls even if they found them attractive.
Yeah.
And the problem is, because these girls have the mentality that the guy is the only one that should come up and try to ask a girl out. That the guy is the only one that should do that.
I see.
And I'm like, well, I agree with that, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
After all this rant.
Same. So just a word of caution to you ladies. You ever see a man, give you a nod, a tip of the fedora?
Oh god.
Give him the time of day.
Hey, if a man is able to show you his second chin, that just shows you he's interested.
He breathes heavy when he stumbles up to you and he's like, my lady. Mm-hmm. That's what husband material right there.
Remember when he busts out his vintage collection of 1876 quarters? You know, you gotta just pretend like you're excited and tell him maybe you're not interested or something like that. You know,
or better when he shows you his replica of Hogwarts in Minecraft and how he's stacked with diamonds. You know he's a keeper.
Or maybe when he shows you pictures of his like, you know, his anime girl statues that are hentai-ish, you know, just walk away. just walk away. Don't bother with him. He's a real creep. Just don't bother.
Yeah. Probably has like a body pillow that stands up on its own.
What? That's a thing?
Yeah. Well, thank you everybody for tuning in. Just remember, you can always ask us questions by hitting us up in the DMs.
Yeah.
On Twitter, Instagram. You can comment down below.
Yeah, with your questions.
Potential topics or questions you want to ask us.
Your answers for these questions too.
Yeah, definitely. We want to know what you guys think. If you like the auto-generated stories, what else? I don't even remember what else we talked about.
We talked about
aside from the relationships.
How do you wipe?
Oh, and yeah, how do you guys wipe?
How do you wipe? Standing up, sitting? Are you an under or over when it comes to your toilet paper person? Well, when's the right time to say I love you? What gender or what person in the relationship should be the one to say I love you? Or
is there one that should say it first?
Exactly. And what do you think about when it comes to, a guy coming up to you and asking you out? Like, do you think a guy should be the one to always say that? Or do you think if a guy's not worthy to come up to ask you, then you shouldn't bother with him? Like, if you are a girl. So
I mean, it doesn't even have to. Just another person approaches you.
Exactly.
And they want to, like, be in a romantic relationship with you.
Well, not even that. Just get to know you.
Or just, get to know you.
Yeah, just get to know you. Just spend some time with you.
So thank you everybody for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. It helps us out a lot. And we'll see you all next time. Bye, everybody.
Wait. Before you sign up, just a quick PSA.
Oh, God.
Just a quick PSA. Remember, everything in our podcast and our Let's Plays and everything we post on our videos are our opinions. They do not represent the opinions of like any merchandise or store or shop or logo brand that we talk about. Mm-hmm. They don't represent their ideas. Like, it's just our opinions. We have no correlation with them. And they do not share our ideas. And also at the same time with this sort of topic as well, it's just our opinions. Hopefully you guys enjoy, and we'll see you in the next one.
All right, bye everybody.
Stay beautiful.